Okay. All right. So, hello everyone. Welcome to the success story of Mohanvelu. My name is Ashok Veda. I'll be the host for this session. Mohanvelu, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
First of all, how are you, Ashok? You took me the data analyst associate things and
Is it? I
Excel
do not.
chapters. So
Wonderful. So glad that I've been one of your mentor and trainer. I'm good. You can
yeah,
see me. Um, well, aging, but everyone is aging, so that's that's not something exception. But yeah, we are all doing good. Thank you very much. So, Velu, happy for you that you have cracked your career transition. Would like you to introduce yourself, your
yeah,
profile, your academic background, and yeah.
yeah. Myself, Mohanvelu. I'm from Chennai. I have my bachelor's degree in electronics, and I did my internship in 2 weeks and my course at DataMites. And I'm an aspiring business analyst who is eager and curious to learn about real-time experience. And that's all about me.
Okay, so you're from electronics background. Do you have a bit
Yeah.
of okay? Which course you have taken? Is it data analyst or data scientist? Data analyst, isn't it?
Certified data analyst.
Okay. So apparently this does not require programming, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Have you
Just
tried a bit of
MySQL.
Python?
Yeah, I just installed it, but I couldn't get any proficiency in that because learning from the outside in YouTube or any other
It's not that
community, it is
easy.
very confusing actually. Yeah,
Okay. So Mohan, so I have we'll start with the first. I mean, I normally say that Python is easy. I always recommend people to take a data
yeah,
science.
yeah,
But I see
yeah,
that more and more people are going towards data analyst, right?
yeah.
Is it, I am assuming that all the people who are taking data analyst are essentially do not want to get into coding. Is that correct? Is that what your requirement has?
No, I'm actually interested in learning, but I don't know how to learn it actually. First, I will
Okay.
first I will learn.
Hmm.
Uh, Actually, I started learning, but I don't have the basic knowledge in Python.
Of
So it
program.
is very hard to know from where to learn because since I don't have an IT background.
Okay. I mean, I keep repeating that it's an easy language, anyone can learn. But there are quite some people like you, Mohan, who wants to take
Yeah.
smaller steps. So that's actually pretty, I mean, you're a proof of that success. If you take data analyst,
Mhm.
which is straightforward, you don't need to really learn Python nor an expert level of machine learning. You can enter as a data scientist or data analyst, and then you can actually add up the further skills and maybe upgrade your career. You can actually switch to a different role at later point of time. Was that your plan to when you took this?
Yeah, that was my plan, but it was a little bit tough for me because I couldn't find the way how to start it actually. And I'm also planning currently to pursue the MBA in data analytics, the data science and business analytics. Many B schools providing online degrees as
Correct.
well. I can do it in Saturdays and Sundays as well. First,
That's
I
I mean,
should start my career, then I will start learning.
a full-time degree is always adds to your profile, but you should also know that once you
Uh,
are ready into the job, uh, yeah, you could pursue and you could also start pursuing further. So that will the academic profile will actually help you to accelerate your career. Absolutely fine. So you have done this course from online, isn't it?
yeah, fully online.
On okay. So um, how did you discover DataMites? Because DataMites have a branch in Chennai, but you decided to do it online.
Yeah. No,
How did
actually,
you discover? Hmm.
my brother is working in Bangalore. He's
Hmm.
working in Whitefield. So he took the initiative and researched about data science institutions in online. And he found DataMites and he paid the fees for me. Everything he did
Okay.
is okay.
So you owe your success to your brother, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
that's really, really good to know. Okay, so Mohan, tell us your journey. So once you enrolled, how was your training? What are the topics you found challenging or easy? with respect to machine learning and statistics and many other fields. Could you just
Yeah.
share your experience, please?
No, actually, the teaching was top notch. Everything was actually very easy. I could have get a job myself sooner, but I had my own commitments as well. So I think, yeah, you taught the Excel and dashboards and associate things, and Jivita taught us MySQL,
Mm.
and I Nikhil, yeah, I remember his name is Nikhil. He taught us statistics. He was also very good. So teaching wise, it was very good. Project wise, it was very good. And I would appreciate DataMites that communication though. So even though I was not in touch with DataMites, they were in touch with me. They were actively responding to mails, and they were sending job opportunities. The time it took this much time to for me to get into a job is I was looking for the location in Chennai. I was searching opportunities in Chennai, but I couldn't get it. But now it was the first interview I attended.
That's wonderful. It's a
I
first interview,
attended,
and you
yeah.
cracked it.
So first time ever, I thought I would put myself out of my comfortable zone so that I could start my career. Yeah, that's it. This is my journey.
Inspiring, indeed. Um, I mean, everyone has a location preference. Again, I normally tell people start anywhere in the world you want because starting is important in your career. But of course, if you're smart, if you believe in yourself, as you did, you could also pick up the place you want. I also have some students who wants to have their office in their area, not just city, right? So
Okay.
that's
No, actually, I had a few offers from Chennai, but it won't match my skill set.
correct.
It was like,
Finally, you're joining which company? Uh,
it's Amaravadhis Software Solutions, which is located in Hyderabad.
Okay, that's really nice, Mohan. Because I reiterate as Mohan success as well. It is important to start your career, especially in this competitive world, in the field you like. So if you take data science or data analyst, getting into that particular job is really important. Your location is not. I mean, given that you're not, if you're a single and you don't have much of family obligations, right, there is always those things. But if you can afford to move to a different location for a better job, I would highly suggest it because after 1 year of experience, you will be really you will have a great profile, and you can then choose which company, which profile, which place. But the beginners, when they start, it's highly recommended to look at the job role rather than the location, as Mohan did. That's very good. So, Velu, sorry,
Yeah,
did
yeah,
you
you can
join?
call me Velu.
Mohan, did you start already or when is your joining date?
I'm starting on Monday, coming
Oh,
Monday.
coming Monday. Okay,
Yeah.
that's wonderful. Have you relocated to Hyderabad already or you're
No, I will start my journey Friday night from
uh,
here.
okay, wonderful. So, when you explain me about your preparation, so the topics you have prepared, the materials you referred, any good source, people who are watching here, if that could help them, could you share those information?
No, not any good source. I was just reversing the video sessions from LMS, Learning Portal. That's it. And for MySQL, there is a website called W3 Schools. Uh, I will take a glance in it, and I will just practice by myself.
Okay, so essentially you only referred the DataMites
No,
material
W3 Schools is actually for everything, but it is very easier
for
to,
SQL.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a very old website for practicing stuff, and also the information in there is usually kept in a very simple way. So Mohanvelu referred W3 schools for MySQL. For all the rest of the topic, it's
Yeah.
only the data mites is what you're saying, right? Have you
Yeah.
used ChatGPT?
ChatGPT is the main thing in my life. Actually, my resumes, from to my emails, everything is ChatGPT.
So I'm laughing because when you say it's a main thing in my life, there is there is also a feature that people are not marrying anymore. right? Because they're happy with
Yeah.
AI girlfriend. So
No, no, actually, I will just explain you how I would use it. I will
yeah.
just write a mail with my basic grammar, English grammar, and I will tell ChatGPT just to make my grammar right. And I will also command it to make it as a professional sentence. It will make it professional. I will just copy paste and I will forward the mail. That's
Okay.
it.
So
No, actually, I have
not just
a
you, I think everyone, including people from native English speakers, uh,
yeah,
including myself, everyone is using ChatGPT for formal mails, right? Because
yeah,
we could write a formal mail. That's not a big
yeah,
deal.
yeah.
Qualified, but why? You could just express your intent over ChatGPT. I mean, I don't even
No,
type them. I'll just speak to ChatGPT, and then it will write you a nice email, and you'll copy paste it, isn't it?
yeah.
Okay.
Not just email, I will write the email. It will correct
Paraphrase.
my mistakes. Yeah.
You should try this. You don't have to really write an email. You can speak to it.
Mm.
There is a
Okay.
voice version of it, which I'm currently using. So I'll just speak to it. I'll give you all the details, whatever I want to communicate in whatever way I want, and then it will write a nice email. But from our perspective, you use ChatGPT for learning as well, right? So for learning,
Learning, yeah. Yeah.
can you just explain how was the ChatGPT helpful in your learning? Like what kind of support you have taken
Learning.
from ChatGPT?
Yeah, for example, once while doing my capstone project, we had a query that how to add the 4 digits of the patient's, sorry, birthday digit of patients and the last 4 digits of their phone number as a password. I should generate it as a password. I was very confused, but I actually wrote the question in ChatGPT. It actually gave me the answer. It was clear. I got the answer from the first try itself.
Okay, wonderful. So I highly recommend ChatGPT as Mohanvelu recommends as well. Almost everyone who are learning or who are successful, whoever I interacted, were using ChatGPT, not just to clarify certain doubts, that is anyway very useful. You could also assess with ChatGPT. You can say, hey, test my MySQL knowledge, ask me basic questions, right? And then give the answers, and then
Okay.
ask advanced question. Prepare me for a MySQL interview or analyst interview. If you spend enough time, few hours a day for required number of days, you actually learn a lot of things interactively. It's like your one-to-one mentor, right? So thank you, Mohan, for that suggestion. So tell me about your projects and how was your internship period within DataMites?
Yeah, projects I did was medical data history and job market analysis. And unofficially, I did IMBD. Yeah, these are my projects. Yeah, I had a few tough situations while doing my project, but I got full support from the mentor side. Actually, Jivita once she was cooperating with us until 11 p.m. So I really appreciate that, and I also appreciated her for that. So
Wow,
yeah, I really recommend DataMites for learning. Really, I'm not saying it just for the
that's very
quarterly
glad.
talk. Yeah,
I'm very glad, and I'll pass on the your appreciation comments to the corresponding mentors. They deserve it. Okay, good. So, Mohan, tell me about your interview experience. So, you have done the mock interview.
interview.
So how was your
Yeah,
mock?
yeah, actually, mock. Yeah, first the mock. I attended 3 mocks. I cleared the mock from third try because I had as I mentioned before, I had my commitments. We were building our own house, so the house forming function. So I was supervising in the construction site. So I couldn't get into learning a bit. I was managing both. So it took 3 tries, and by the third try, I somewhere feel my communication also developed a bit. And yeah, that's it.
So, the process we
And
follow.
yeah, yeah,
The process we follow in DataMites is that you have a mock interview once you complete all the learning. We also call it as job ready metrics. Once
awesome.
you complete it, you need to get a score of 6.0 out of 10 minimum. If you don't get
Yeah,
it, we will pass on a comprehensive feedback. Expect you to revise the weaker areas. Sometimes it is soft skills, sometimes it is technical hard skills or your presentation, whatever it is. And again, after a few weeks, you will have another chance, and there is no limit for it. Usually, people clear in second and third. Rarely, people clear in
Yeah.
first. But once you fail in mock interview and then you prepare for the next mock interview, it's a very effective learning time because you know
Yeah.
exactly where you lack from a interviewer perspective, and you work towards it. So that is very common, Mohan, that third time people clear mock interview. After that, you said the job, real job references is the first time you're attending, isn't it? Is your first interview?
Yeah, first real job interview. I just got get into.
Okay. Usually, even that real job will take two, three failures of interviews, but lucky, Mohan, that you have cleared in first attempt. Wonderful. But can you explain me what kind of questions people have? I mean, what kind of questions you faced in real interview?
Real interview, not anything like software wise or coding wise. They asked me to draft a mail and ask the formula for VLOOKUP and some of the Excel functions. And the interviewer asked me to, like she said, we had a scenario session like you are coordinating the thumbs up. You are going to produce the thumbs up for the whole Chennai airport. So the first day, how would you calculate the first day? How much would you produce? Like this question, I answered it. So I will get airport authorities, the data of how many patients coming, how many flights onboarding, like that. Like that, I would add the similar kind of brand. For example, thumbs up is similar to Coke. So Coke, how much Coke is producing? I will put something less than the Coke. So because it's a new company, it's new in the airport. So like that questions and another question was
Wonderful.
it
Let me
was
just.
and had a jam sessions and a few more analytical questions as well. I don't remember the questions right now.
That's fine, but thank you very much for giving some insights. It's very interesting that you faced an interview with a case scenario. I really appreciate it because you can
Yeah,
only judge the candidate's potential if you give a situation and ask them how do you actually, in this case you're talking about collecting the data, analyzing the data, but the
yeah.
case based scenario questions really effective. I think you really have it.
Yeah,
It's
actually,
not.
the mail she said to draft was also regarding errors. So you have, if you are having a problem while cleaning data or something, you have to explain your manager that you couldn't submit the project on date, but you promised him that you would submit the project on date. So how will you explain it like that? It was the question was the email drafting question was also regarding analytics or data or something.
Interesting. Okay, wonderful. So I think that's good takeaway from Venu's experience, Velu's experience,
Yeah.
that you need to be ready for the scenario-based question. And Mohan has managed it very well. He do have the exposure towards taking this. But if you're not that kind of person, I think you need to have a bit of preparation for a general questions. I mean, people can ask any question, open question, situation-based question. That's interesting. Good. I have no further questions. Anything you find challenging in the course? Like you did machine learning as well, right? Did you find it challenging? How was it?
Yeah, machine learning, a little bit machine learning theoretically and with Orange tool. No, actually, machine learning is not, I don't, I think I don't have full proficiency in machine learning. I just know the concepts and a little bit of learning. So I don't think I could judge or give any,
Okay.
machine learning.
So you have done machine learning from a UA tools, and you
Yeah,
put yourself as intermediate. Okay, wonderful.
yeah.
That's how it is, right? CDA is expected to have a basic to intermediate knowledge
And
on.
also, you were the one who took the taught the machine learning in Orange tool, those recording sessions in LMS.
Oh, okay. Now I understand. When you're saying you taught me, you're referring the recording sessions, isn't it?
No, no, live sessions also. The
Oh, you
data,
did.
the first starting chapter, data analyst associates and data analyst foundation.
Oh, is
Those
it?
things.
Okay.
You are the one who taught me. Yeah,
I think 2023, I have taken some sessions which I don't even
yeah,
know.
yeah,
I might have
yeah.
some free time. That's very nice. Thank you. Venu, sorry, I'm calling you Venu many times because one of my good friends' name is Venu.
Yeah, no issues.
So
Yeah.
that's why
Oh, you called me Venu. I thought it was Velu.
no, Venu is my friend. So I speak to him
Okay, okay.
over the phone. So it's coming up really constantly. All right. So I think we have got all the things covered. And let me open the floor to the viewers, both who are attending over here, as well as from the live sessions from LinkedIn and YouTube. DataMites team, if you could copy paste those things from YouTube or LinkedIn, wherever the questions appear, we'll take it from here. Okay, good. So we do have some questions already here. We'll start with that. First question is from anonymous attendee. What are the data analyst projects you have done? I think you explained it. Maybe you can quickly tell them what projects you have done.
Yeah, I've done job market analysis, medical data history, and IMBD.
Okay.
IMBD movies analysis.
I am the Internet Movie Database.
Yeah, movie.
Good. I have a
And
question.
in my own interest, I have did Lionel Messi's statistics analysis report and the one like Walmart, and I did a couple of projects as well, but unofficially on my
I
own
mean, that
interest.
as expected, actually. So what is needed from
Yeah,
the course is only 4 projects plus 1 live project. But unofficially, you are
yeah.
expected to do at least as many as you want, more than 5, 10. That makes you better. That's good. I have a question from Leelavadi. You took data analyst course, but you got placed as a business analyst. Oh, okay. I think business analyst, data analyst is more or less same. I can answer that. So how do you get any guidance from the placements for resume building? So the actual question, there are 2 questions. One is that you took data analyst, got placed in business analyst. Second one, what kind of guidance you got from placements in terms of resume building?
Resume building, yeah, I had good support. Actually, it was, they said me, oh, yeah, I don't know how I can explain it, but we had a good resume building support. I don't remember their name, but she was, I think she also knows my mother tongue Tamil, so it was very easy for me to
Are you
build my
referring to
resume.
Shali?
Shali, I don't know, I don't remember her name.
Shali heads the department, but there are a lot of other folks in the placements. All right. So just to give you an idea, we have a very well-established resume building dedicated team. They have all the keywords and tricks we use for resume to make your resume appealing. They'll give you the first draft. I mean, in fact, you should send a first draft. They will change things, give pointers back to you. So it's not just making your resume and giving back to you. They will enable you to create your own resume by interactive guidance. Thereby, you will not only get a great resume, you'll also understand how to make it by yourself as needed. That's your first question. Second question being answered. The first question, there is not much difference between business analyst and data analyst. When you say business analyst, it actually there are 2 business analyst roles. One is that when you work in a project as business analyst, then your work is to understand the requirement, convert into technical requirements, and try to see the gap between the project team and the business team is minimal. That's what business analyst from a project perspective. But from a business perspective, business analyst is pretty much as data analyst who is expected to analyze the data and provide inputs, insights for the decision makers. So business analyst from Mohanvelu's perspective is pretty much like data analyst. He is expected to analyze the data and give inputs for the decision makers. A question from Kanmani. How many mock interviews you attended? Have you cleared the mock interviews? I think it has been answered. Mohan, maybe you can repeat it.
Yeah, I attended 3. I cleared it at the third attempt.
A question from Haki Zimona Bahati. Is it an Indian name? I, I don't think so. Maybe. First of all, I wanted to thank you for amazing session, but I want to ask you, what can data analyst do? All right. So I think I have explained you. The purpose of data analyst is to analyze the business data and provide inputs for the decision maker. To give you a simple example, let's say you're working as a data analyst for Amazon. I'm pretty sure you know Amazon retailer, so they sell products online. They might have a lot of sales, sales data, and every month, maybe every week, you analyze the data to make some sense of it. Let's say one of the work of data analyst could be analyzing all the orders on the sales data and understand which products are making better profits, better margin, which products are not doing good, which products has more potential. Should we increase or decrease the discounts? All of these inputs come from data analyst. This is one part of it, operational data analyst. If you want to start something new, again, the data analyst is supposed to do the ground research, get the raw data, make sense of it. Let's say you want to start a business in China. So let's say you want to start a bakery in China. I don't know, right? So a data analyst is expected to do the groundwork about the market potential, what kind of food, how much investment, how success rate, and all of that, break evens. So it's a very interesting job because you are actually helping the decision makers to make a right decision with the data-driven inputs. I hope that is clear. Another question from another anonymous attendee. Did you build your own resume? Okay, this is the same question again. So did you build your own resume or did DataMites read it for you? You can answer, Mohan.
Oh, actually, it was my resume, but they said you should make it this field or add this word. They actually, I made my resume, but they perfected it.
Correct. So what we do as in a standard process of resume is that when you're sending, so resume is not generic. That's very important. You can't have just one resume, send it to all kinds of jobs. Resume had to be made for a specific job requirement, right? So what we do is we will catch the facts as such, your academics, whatever it is related. Try to put the things we have done in your life. It could be academic, it could be experience, it could be internship or whatever it is, which is related to the job at the top position. We'll also try to use the keywords which is being used in the job descriptions. And this is what we do. And with a proper guidance, the resume can become really relevant for the particular job requirement so that it gets selected. Right? That's how we do. What are the tools that you need to be strong at for a data analyst? Mohan.
First, it would be Excel, of course, and MySQL and Power BI or any other visualization tools. If you learn Python, it is better, I think. But you don't need actually Python for a data analyst or business analyst. But it would be better. Your profile would be the chosen one if you had an extra thing as well. But I also learned MongoDB. It was a 2 or 3 day session from Jivita. I think it was on her own interest and Orange tool as well. But I would say Excel, Power BI, and MySQL. These three things are enough to become a data analyst or a business analyst.
Okay, wonderful. So one question here from Binya. Does DataMites mentors have a data analyst using Stata? We do not use Stata. I mean, Stata or SPSS or any other tool you use. In the research, we use SPSS. I mean, I also use Stata myself for my PhD work. But in DataMites, data analyst course, we do not have Stata. We directly use either Orange or Azure Studio, or we can use Excel as well to do most of the statistics related things. If you're interested in Stata, we do have a recorded session of SPSS, which is pretty similar to Stata. You can get an access to it. Okay, so that's all the questions we have. All right. So that's it. Mohan, I thank you very much for taking your time. I really appreciate people who take time because you inspire a lot of people. In fact, for data analyst, being a fresher, getting into data analyst with a good company takes significant effort. I think your cool nature and your hardworking nature, as well as your persistence, paid it. And also all the tips you have given were very, very helpful. So I wish you all the best. And as I always say, this is your stepping stone. And I'm sure that you have bigger goals. You are already planning to do a master's in this area. So you can start learning Python, though you don't like it. And then you like it, but you still don't know.
No, I don't like it, but I don't know how to get to start it actually.
Right. So I wish you good luck with learning further, becoming better in your career. And anything we can do at any point of time, we will be happy to help you. Thank you, Mohan. Thank you, everyone who is online, and hope this session is helpful for you. And if you have any questions, either to me or Mohan or to DataMites, you can always reach. If you want to reach me, you can type in Ashok Veda. You will find my LinkedIn profile. Feel free to contact me. For Mohan details, you can all contact DataMites directly to get, if you have a specific question, you can directly ask through the DataMites. Thank you, everyone. Mohan, have a good day. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.